I know you're all going to come to this restaurant. Don't blow up our spot. I know we're actually blowing up our spot.
No, I do want to share the love.
Yeah. Okay, we're not going to gatekeep.
We're not gatekeeping, no.
Because it's really good.
Hola, this is Norma
I'm Saqib,
from Masala y Maíz in Mexico City.
and this is Where the Chefs Eat.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
If you've never been to Comal Oculto, you have to come. It's an unmissable spot, really delicious, straightforward Mexican food.
Super good ingredients, great ethics, and it's a style of food that I feel like people, when they come to visit the city, they miss it.
In a city that is getting flooded by outsiders opening restaurants, it's really cool to support a neighborhood spot that it's done by people from this neighborhood. Bárbara is one of the co-owners of Comal Oculto, and we are so excited. ¿Qué comemos?
Pues miren, yo como siempre les recomiendo la estrella de la casa, que es la gordita especial.
Mi favorita.
Eso yo les recomiendo. Las flautas, las enfrijoladas.
Mis favoritas, sí.
Las enfrijoladas no las hemos probado,
Sí.
son nuevas.
Son nuevas.
Perfecto.
Increíble.
La enfrijolada, para que la prueben y la compartan.
Qué rico.
Muchas
Muchas gracias.
Provecho, ya les traigo lo demás.
It's so yummy.
Damn, they're really talented. Look, when you eat in Mexico, put a little bit of salsa on at a time. I always make the mistake, and it's a classic gringo mistake, to put a lot of salsa on without tasting it first. There's an issue in Mexico City because of the intense gentrification that's happening, that some places in certain neighborhoods, they're removing the chile from salsas.
The spice.
And it's the spice. So then the salsas don't have the heat anymore. So it makes me very happy to eat food that does have that heat.
I know you're a red guy.
salsa.
Why do you like red over green?
I think it reminds me more of desi food, and I grew up eating so much red salsa.
I'm gonna argue with that, because wouldn't a green salsa remind you of a green chutney?
True. Damn me, chile.
I love green because of the level of acidity that the tomatillos give to a dish, especially when you're eating Mexican street food.
Yeah.
That it's more greasy, it helps you balance and cut the fat.
Ya viene lo demás.
¡Qué emoción!
Gordita especial y flautas ahogadas.
Yes.
I'm so sorry you can't have this.
I know, that looks real good. But this,
Yeah, this is
the flautas that I've been dreaming about and waiting for to eat again, yes.
and this is a gordita. A gordita is like a thick tortilla that's stuffed with something I can't talk. My mouth is watering. And this is confit pork shank, chamorro. And Barbara said to mix these two salsas. We have the black habanero, green de molcajete, and a classic salsa macha.
And I'm having the flautas ahogadas. Crispy tortillas. One of them is stuffed with chicken and some quesillo, and the other one is with some potatoes, like classic flautas. And then my salsas are divorciadas. So I have mole and a salsa verde. And I'm very excited.
Provecho.
Provecho, chef.
This food is delicious. We can't even talk. I think the biggest compliment of a chef is when people are having a conversation and then the food arrives to the table and nobody speaks.
We're at the next stop, Campobaja.
Our favorite seafood restaurant in Mexico City.
We have a deep love for this spot because one of our first introductions to it was during the 2017 earthquake, when Chef Alex and his team opened the restaurant up as like a hub, yeah, to gather donations for all the people affected by the earthquake. Hey,
Hola, Chef.
¿Cómo estás? I'm
Yeah.
so excited.
Ay, chef.
Wow.
Nice. Un platote de conchas.
No
De
man.
este lado tenemos abulón,
Abulón.
almeja reina, almeja chocolate de La Paz y ostión mar azul. Y callo margarita. Se los pusimos así lo más entero posible para que lo pudieran probar de cero y un poquito del pie. para que también prueben
Del
la
pie
textura.
que es más
Ajá, y
chiclosito,
tiene
más
un
durito.
poquito más de sabor. Esta es una ponzu que hacemos aquí en la casa y un poquito de limón. Que Baja California, entre los principios de los 1900 llegaron muchos chinos por la construcción del ferrocarril a Mexicali. Y después en los 40, después de la Segunda Guerra Mundial, japoneses, coreanos, filipinos, por la pesca. Interesante, entonces el uso de soya, el uso de curries, el uso de ciertas especies es muy tradicional.
Aparte a los chilangos nos encantan los mariscos.
Sí,
Eso es cierto.
Bueno,
Eso es cierto.
Chef,
Provechito.
Okay, I want an oyster.
I want an oyster too.
Norma and I met cooking in the Bay Area in California, and we used to spend so much time eating oysters together. And it was like one of our favorite trips out. And so getting good oysters always feels like a treat.
It's super briny, but sweet at the same time. Oof.
What? Man, he's spoiling us. What a luxury.
I'm spoiling you.
I think we got 2 lessons from this. 1, shellfish is very good, and 2, I married very well. I'm so happy.
So, tostadita de atún. Este es un clásico ya aquí de nuestros 10 años casi.
Come on. You're dancing.
It's so good.
You know what I love? I love tuna and avocado. It's like
Yeah.
cream and cream.
Perfect avocado, perfectly sliced tuna, really fatty, super fresh. And the ponzun tare are, just a plus. I feel like there's so many versions of Mexico City tuna tostadas, but this is
top.
pretty f***ing good.
I wish you guys could be tasting this right now.
Este no tiene mucha explicación.
No. Okay.
De este lado tenemos una quesadilla de machaca de langosta. Se las conocen
Sí,
muy bien.
sí.
Y de este lado el favorito de la chef es calamar con salsa de chile guajillo, cacahuate, un poquito de soya, jengibre y una cabeza de ajo confitada que anda por ahí
Para darle
para
al
untársela al
pan.
pan. Y,
¿Qué inspiró ese plato?
mira, ese plato, la idea fue combinar como un plato muy mexicano que era como un encacahuatado. Esa era la primera idea. Pero después, con mis gustos por la comida china, dije, bueno, también hay que meterle soya y hay que meterle un poquito de salsa de ostión y otras cosillas.
Okay,
right, let's
I'm gonna switch because this
This is all you. And I'm here.
I'm gonna have a bite of this too, but this to me is one of the most interesting dishes in Mexico City. It's a staple of the house now. My mouth is watering. Calamares cooked in what would be a guiso. Guiso is, I guess, stew. It has soy sauce, it has lime. The potatoes are cooked in dashi, and it has a confit garlic somewhere in there that I'm gonna
To just spread on the toast?
To spread on the toast.
There it is.
There it is. Look at this beauty.
And what's amazing, like he's got this upbringing, right, that grew up with all of these cultures and a
Ah,
cuisine
right here.
that is both Mexican and so influenced by so many different Asian cultures because of immigration policies. And that is the food that he's cooking here. And there's so few places you can have that done with
Oh my God,
such
have
technique
that.
and care.
You're
Oh, yeah.
you're a lover of
I
garlic.
love excessive amounts of garlic.
And this is what he said to do. It's like kind of like smash the garlic on the toast. And then this is a calamar.
And to be fair, there's never an excessive amount of garlic for me. I've cooked her things where she's like, this,
Because you don't have to smell you.
she's like,
at
this
night.
is way too much garlic. You have that texture of really fresh calamari, perfectly cooked. But the depth of flavor from the cacahuatado, it tastes very distinctly Mexican and not Mexican simultaneously. All right, I'm ready for.
Go.
I love tortillas de harina because they remind me so. I mean, they're rotis. They're rotis. I went on a study abroad program to Mexico, to northern Mexico.
And got bettered with lard.
That's debatable. because I'm also a good husband. Lobster machaca, cheese, perfect roti, frijoles refritos. And he said the lobster machaca recipe is from his grandmother.
That this is a very homey dish. This is something that he would eat at home. And the cheese comes from a ranch in Baja. So are the tortillas, just perfect.
And it's done with lobster because seafood, because it was living on the ocean, was cheaper to get than meat. And so they did machaca.
Then beef.
Machaca with lobster. Man. This is really good. Qué lujo.
Bueno que vinieron.
Muchísimas gracias por recibirnos.
Bye.
Bye.
Gusto verlos por acá.
We have arrived to Tlecān, our favorite bar in Mexico City.
This is Eli Martinez's kingdom. She is the queen of Mexican distillates. Queendom, excuse me. Queendom.
My favorite thing about this bar, one of my favorite things, I love drinking here. The knowledge and the research around Mexican spirits is infinite. I really appreciate, you don't see any commercial brands around the bar. There is deep research into direct distillers and preserving traditions. There's a lot of small batch things that you will never be able to taste anywhere else.
¿Cómo estás, chef?
The queen is here.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Tlecān es una carta de amor a México. La intención era poder tener una mezcalería en donde pudieran servirse destilados honorables de forma honorable. Y en toda la carta de coctelería, pues la idea es poder tener ingredientes mexicanos para poderte contar sobre la historia del ingrediente mexicano.
¡Qué rico!
Ay.
¿Y?
¡Qué delicia!
No,
Ay.
creo que
Bueno,
sí.
pero vamos al revés, ¿no?
Sí, a ver.
A ver,
Bueno,
Sillas, vamos
me
a
muevo,
jugar a
me
las
muevo.
sillas. Sí,
Sí,
ese es el de pulque.
ese es el de
mío.
la pulque colada.
Ujú.
Este trago es uno de mis favoritos. Es obviamente una piña colada, pero con un twist. Adelante, chef. Y
Eso
pues
huele espectacular.
old fashion.
Sí.
Bueno, ya es súper consabido que si quieres un old fashion, siempre que tengas un Karwinski, como el Karwinski tiene estas notas pues sí, como a roble, como a resina, como a madera, como a bourbon,
Sí.
te va a quedar un old fashion
Wow.
espectacular. Entonces, siempre que quieran un old fashion con mezcal, busquen que la planta sea un Karwinski y va a ser un éxito. Provecho.
No.
Adelante,
Muchas
por
gracias.
favor.
A ver,
Salud.
salud.
Wow.
I grew up drinking pulque. Pulque is a Mesoamerican drink that is extracted from a specific type of agave called pulquero. It's really beautiful. It's an art form, and for a long time people didn't want to drink it because it was considered like a poor people drink, and it had that stigma. Colonizers, when they were trying to bring wine and when there was a push to sell spirits in Mexico, they demonized pulque. I see in the later years a lot of bartenders and chefs doing a huge effort to promote pulque drinking.
One of the things that we love about working with Ellie is that, much like Masale Maiz, she puts her team first and she focuses on the producers, on the workers, and the quality. But she's also like one of the top bartenders in the world. She has all the awards. Like she's the bartender's bartender. She's the queen of Mexican distillates. And when you talk to her, not only does she have this wealth of knowledge, but this generosity to put everyone front and
Qué
center.
delicia.
Thank you so much for joining us to some of our favorite spots in Mexico City. Good food, good politics, good sourcing, good stories. That's what we love about eating at these spots. Comal Oculto, Campobaja, Tlecān, you can't miss it.
A lot of soul and a lot of love it's put into these places. I hope the next time you're here, you visit them.
Thank
Salud.
you.
Saludcita.